out to be bad. That was something that I kind of definitely have had experience with. Like
With
I
all the
kind of
customers being bad?
no, I don't like people saying all the customers are bad. I don't like. Okay, for example, if a guy finds out I strip or I used to
Yeah.
strip, he's always like, you know what? All those men are pathetic. I was like, who? And they're like, any man who goes into a strip club is pathetic. I'm like, well, I know my customers and you don't. And I don't consider them pathetic people.
That's
Right?
true.
It's
It's got all the customers, all the men are pathetic or assholes,
Yeah.
and the women, the pretty ones, the main characters, are thieves who drug you. I don't know. I mean, hey, it's cool. It's a movie, right? It's Hollywood, and
Yeah.
that's what Hollywood does. Hollywood loves to, kind of go after people, and often it's workers. So anyway, I want to talk to I feel like I've neglected my Skype guest a little bit, Charisse,
I try to keep including
because we keep talking over you. So. And I'm glad you said that thing about how they didn't pay the strippers themselves. That's kind of effed up.
That's a huge issue with the
Do you have
film.
any other gossip on the movie?
No, that's the only one I heard. I think I read that somewhere on the internet about that. Because I kept, so everything is shot in Vancouver. Vancouver is Holly North. You're Hollywood, we're Holly North. So I can't watch anything now and not be like, do I know that corner? Do I know that
Do I know that?
And I was like, I was convinced that I knew this strip club. I'm like, I've been in that strip club. That has to be here. This is clearly shot here. It wasn't. But in my search to find out where it was shot, I found that yeah, they didn't pay the dancers. They didn't give them any sort of compensation for the days off. And like, I've worked at a strip club that is having filming and they have to close for a day and you don't get compensation. But it was only ever one night. And honestly, when you're working 4 or 5 nights a week and you're in 15-inch heels for 8 hours, you're okay to have that one night off, especially if it's like a Friday or Saturday. You're like, I haven't had a Friday or Saturday off in years. I will take this one day from them.
All right. So,
you got Fanya on the phone?
Fanya. Hello, Fanya.
Hi, Dr. Susie. How are you?
Good. Happy Kink Month.
Happy Teen Month.
So, are you watching the show? Or are you...
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen Hustlers?
No, unfortunately I haven't, but I heard the conversation about it.
Yeah. And did you want to comment or ask a question?
Well, yeah, I had a couple comments because I think sometimes things are perception and like it's just how people perceive things, and like about like the filming and on filming on location and about like at the strip club, and it might not have been like intentional what happened, because like when we had our restaurant in Long Beach, people used our place, to film and for a set. And it's like, we didn't have, our full staff there. So it's like, if we had our full staff there, like we would have, compensated them. So I think it really depends on the details of it, because, people are just kind of assuming, oh, like, they got a bad rap, they didn't get compensated, but who knows, was it after hours, who was there, like, were they really working, you know what I mean? Like, is that, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how that whole thing went down. And this is the first I've heard that they didn't pay the strippers in the club where they were filming. And I just think in the principle of the thing.
When you work at that restaurant, you're an actual employee of the restaurant,
Yep.
and if they're gonna close, they have to pay you, but for dancers, they're not employees. The bartenders and the waitresses, they probably got paid. The doorman, the DJ, the security, they probably got paid because they're employees. The dancers aren't. They had no legal obligation to pay them.
I mean, these guys rented this club, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we got paid for movie stuff, the company,
HBO, you mean?
we paid
Yeah.
a lot of it.
Mm.
you know,
Well, and they
because
paid
they were our people.
But they paid us and we
yeah,
paid
they
our
paid
people.
us a lot of money, so
We paid our
so
people.
the club owners or whoever
Are also
they-
assholes.
yeah, are also.
So maybe you're right that all the people associated with the business
That's
are
not a
kind of
surprise.
assholes. Oh boy, this guy should be gagged. He should never,
I think a big
ever be allowed to have his mouth free.
I think a big question was also with regarding to the location shooting of the strip club was how many of the girls that were in the film as background, how many were extras, aka acting extras, versus how many were actually dancers. Because the thing that gets my goat is that if you're going to have bodies in a club doing that job specifically, and if you're an actor, like it's kind of like hiring a ballet dancer, for like a background ballet part. If you're skilled at the job, hire the person doing the job who is the professional at it. Like I have a big issue with not hiring the skilled labor essentially for a job that you will fill anyway. But if you're not qualified for it, what are you doing there?
And that's Hollywood. Hollywood
It's-
doesn't ever hire the people to actually do things, unless we're talking about the military.
Well,
They pay the military a whole lot of money
That's
to
true.
do consultations and sometimes be in the movies. Anyway, Vanya, were you ever a stripper?
No, I had a friend that was a stripper.
Okay. Well, you're certainly pretty enough to be one. Vanya has been on the show, by the way, years ago. Vanya was on the show.
What
I
did
shouldn't
she
say
do?
that. Okay. I'm not sure what I can talk to you about, Vanya. But anyway, did you have anything else you wanted to ask or say? What?
Just a couple of comments.
Yeah.
No, you guys are looking well, nicer.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for calling. You should call more. I don't know. I guess I'm not going to diss the people that made the movie. I don't even know them. But I do diss all of Hollywood for constantly putting down workers, whether it's sex workers or clowns. So anyway, great to see you, or not see you, but talk to you, Vanya.
Yeah, you too.
Okay. Go Bonobos. You come down to the studio again. Okay. All right, and so we have 10 more minutes, and I think we should do a Bonoboville communion.
Okay.
So you want to assemble the parts?